Hey everyone and welcome. So let's talk about how technology is completely changing the game for language learning. I mean, forget about those dusty old textbooks and endless boring drills. Today, we're going to dig into how computers have gone from being a simple tutor to this massive, incredible toolkit for learners everywhere. Let's get into it.
So, here's the plan for our journey today. First, we'll look at all the different hats a computer can wear in the classroom. Then we'll see how this tech works in the real world, weigh the pros and cons, check out the amazing digital tools we have now, and finally, figure out how to make it all work together.
All right, first up, let's break down what technology actually does in language learning. It's so easy to just think of a computer as, a box with a screen. But in a classroom, it's more like a chameleon, constantly changing to fit whatever's needed.
So let's start with a really basic question, right? What is a computer's main job when you're trying to learn a language? You might think it's just for, grammar exercises or something, but the reality is so much bigger and more interesting than that.
And here they are. Just look at this list. The variety is what's so incredible. A computer isn't just one thing. It can be a teacher, a patient tutor, a peer to practice with, a tester, a tool, a data source, and even a communication facilitator. It's like the Swiss Army knife of learning.
Let's zoom in on a classic one, the tutor. This is probably what most of us think of first, right? The endless drills and skill practice. Think of it like having this super patient partner who is totally down to practice verb conjugations with you at 2 in the morning. No judgment. It's a foundational role, for sure, but still so powerful. And then there's this one, which is a real game changer, the communication facilitator. This is where the computer stops being a box on a desk and becomes a bridge to the entire world. We're talking about connecting students with native speakers thousands of miles away. It literally breaks down the classroom walls and turns language learning into this living, breathing global experience.
Okay, so we've got the what, all those different hats a computer can wear. But what about the how? How does all this theory, this idea of computer-assisted language learning, or CALL, actually look in a real classroom? How does it go from an idea to something you actually use?
Well, it usually plays out in one of 4 main ways. It can be as simple as just having a single computer in the classroom for presentations. Or you can scale up to a whole computer lab where everyone is working together. From there, it moves into self-access learning, letting students work at their own pace. And of course, the big one, full-on distance learning, where it doesn't matter where you are in the world.
Now, let's be real for a second. No tool is a magic bullet, right? And as amazing as computer-assisted language learning is, it's really important to look at both sides of the coin. It's got some incredible advantages, but it definitely comes with its own set of challenges.
On the one hand, the benefits are huge. It can make students more engaged, help them remember things better, and it lets everyone learn at their own speed from just about anywhere. But the challenges are very real too. This tech can be super expensive, creating a digital divide, and let's face it, it can be a major distraction if it's not managed well. All right, now for my favorite part, the tools themselves. We are so far beyond simple drill software now. The digital toolkit a language learner has access to today is just wow. It's vast, it's powerful, and it's really cool.
And the most important thing to get here is the sheer variety. It doesn't matter how you learn. Are you a visual person, an auditory learner? Do you have to actually do something to get it? It doesn't matter. There are tools out there built just for you for every single language skill you can think of.
For speaking and listening, the options are just wild. You can expose yourself to countless different accents by listening to podcasts and radio from all over the globe. You can watch movies to hear how people really talk. And you can get real-time conversation practice with native speakers using video chat. It's amazing. And when it comes to writing, it's not just you and a blank page anymore. The tools have become so interactive, you could start a blog to practice, find a digital pen pal on a forum, or even work on a document at the exact same time as a classmate using collaborative platforms. It makes writing a social activity, not a solo one. And for everything else, man, the list just goes on. You can actually make grammar practice fun with online games. Imagine that. You can access entire libraries of ebooks right from a tablet. Instantly look up words with electronic dictionaries. You can even immerse yourself in 3D virtual worlds to practice in a simulated environment. The possibilities really are almost endless. So we have all these incredible tools, but here's the crucial part, and it's a big one. Just having the tools isn't enough. The magic is in how they're used. It's all about effective integration. Success really boils down to a few key principles. First, the technology has to serve the learning goals, not the other way around. Second, teachers absolutely need proper training and support to use these tools. Third, the focus has to shift to learner-centered instruction. And finally, the tech can't just be some add-on. It has to be a core, essential part of the learning activity itself.
This quote here, it just nails it. In a classroom filled with technology, the teacher's role completely changes. They're no longer the sage on the stage who has all the answers. Instead, they become the guide on the side, helping and facilitating each student's unique learning journey. And that leaves us with a final, really important question to think about. When technology handles the drills and the basic information, the teacher is freed up to do something much more powerful, to become an architect, designing these truly meaningful, personalized learning experiences. And that might just be the most exciting evolution of all.